Welcome back to my vlog, y'all. This is, well, it's my Mad Hatter. In it is the Foxeer toothless micro. It is the best FPV camera there is. It's the best I've ever used. Has the best color, the best detail, the best field of view, no weird distortion. It's outstanding. This is flown with a dipole, and I don't know what VTX is in there. Oh, it's the Panda RC VTX. Yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think. I think it's the best. It's the best micro. I don't know, they're all pretty good.
It's true for me, they're all pretty good. Baby Rattle, the Foxeer Predator Nano V4, the Phoenix 2 Micro, all of these cameras are pretty good. I think this one has just a little bit better detail, but it could just be that I got a really good copy that's, you know, focused well from the factory. That's something we should probably all check, is the focus on the lens. Yeah, I don't check it. If it looks okay, then I don't even mess with it. I'm sure a lot of them could stand a little tweaking though. And those motors sound good at full throttle. These are the Brother Hobby 2306 1800 kV motors on 6S, of course. And Jim Fan 5146.6 props. I think I'm gonna do a trick tutorial on that little trick. It's not even really a trick. I just do it all the time. And I'm not even sure what I'm doing there. Right there. It's just a little backflip to inverted yaw spin thingy. Anyway, pretty nice camera. I went to look on Amazon and it was $42, I think. It's pretty expensive. You can get I think the Phoenix 2 is only $25, and it's not bad. I think the field of view on this camera is a little better. Like most of the new cameras, it's got a little red, some red fringing on the trees, and every now and then there's a little red lens flare, but it doesn't bother me while flying. This $14 VTX is doing really well. I'm surprised. The Panda RC VTX. It still has an issue. If I don't start flying within, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes of plugging in, then it will completely shut down on me and it goes black. It shuts itself off, like powers down. I don't know if that's a feature or I just got a broken one. For those new to FPV, the square in the center is the DVR footage from the FPV goggles. And the image around it is from a Hero 5 Session GoPro with an Indy 8 filter in front of it. That is the image you see in the FPV goggles. I just assume everyone watching my videos knows what FPV is, but I'm sure there's new people Googling it and finding videos on YouTube all the time, so that is what you're seeing. So is it worth the $15 premium over a Phoenix 2 from runcam? Well, on the left is the Phoenix 2, also on a Mad Hatter, and on the right is the Toothless from Foxeer. You tell me, I don't know. The Phoenix 2 is pretty good. It had a little weird, the field of view was a little weird for me initially, but I got used to it and I don't even notice it anymore. Even switching between the two quads, I don't notice the difference. Just looking at it, the Phoenix 2 looks a little more contrasty. All these are settings that are default. I don't ever change my camera settings unless there's a problem. Let me know what you think. Oh, that's the dowel folding props on the left. You can see them in the image. Just notice that. I still think those props are pretty good for what they are. I see people saying they're crap. They're not crap. They're Sure, I'm sure they got a little less thrust than a gym fan, but compared to like an S3 or S4 Ethics prop, they feel pretty similar to me. The Phoenix doesn't seem to have the red lens flare like the Toothless does. These were flown on the same day, almost within minutes of each other, so the lighting is pretty much the same. Definitely has a more contrasty image on the Phoenix. I'm sure you could tweak this in the settings. I never bother. As you can see, the Toothless has the Foxeer OSD at the bottom because I didn't shut it off. I'd never even plugged in the little remote control. I wish they wouldn't. I wish that was a off by default, because I don't use it. Who uses that? Does anybody use that anymore? I don't think anybody uses that. Anyway, there's a little comparison of the two cameras. I don't know if I'd buy another Toothless for 42 bucks when you can get a Phoenix 2 for 25, and it looks pretty freaking good. Yeah, let me know. What do you think? It's really hard to tell on these little images, but I still think the Toothless is slightly better. Has a slightly more detail. Could be the lens. Could be just the copy I got. I don't know. Looking at this little image on the computer, Phoenix 2 is looking pretty good. I gotta tell you, pretty good. Oh, I am trying to find a spot to crash test the dowel folding props here, and I didn't pick a good spot. They held up okay. Like and subscribe, y'all.